There are many things you can do to make your recovery easier, but this one thing isn't really talked about too much, and it's not something you physically do really, but it's something that will shift your perspective. And it's talking about what is the outcome that you are actually trying to achieve, so that way you can stay sober long term. Now, of course, there are all these underlying things you may be dealing with: depression, anxiety, lack of purpose, all the isolation, all the things that many people go through in recovery. But the thing I'm going to talk about today is shifting your perspective on what is the actual goal you are trying to achieve. Now, the goal really is trying to live a life and create a life that you are excited to live. Because when you are excited to wake up every morning and do a specific thing or a specific number of things, you can persevere through the negative emotion much easier. When you are super stressed and you are not excited about waking up every day, what happens is you want to escape from those feelings. You don't want to feel that way, and you feel like there is something wrong, and honestly that's your body telling you that there kind of is something wrong with what you are doing. So what you can do instead is shifting your perspective to, okay, the outcome is I want to build a life that I'm excited about. Now, what do I need to do to make that a reality for me? And how it's going to work for you is different from me. But I have found that when you are able to improve your brain health, your physical health, and go after something that's meaningful to you, something besides maybe your 9 to 5 job, or if you're not working at all, trying to find something that will be meaningful to you right now, when you do that, it makes it much easier to persevere through the negative emotions that you are experiencing. Because when you have the type of life that you're excited about, when you have something that you're striving towards, it becomes much easier to deal with those negative things in your life. So as of right now, I would suggest to you, whatever it may be, find something that you can latch onto, that you can aim at, as you can say it's a goal or something that you are striving to do. You don't have to have it written down specifically, but just know the direction you are headed in and why you are headed in that direction. Now, you're going to have to ask yourself some questions to make this real for you, which is, what is meaningful to me and what do I really want to do? And you have to sit down with yourself for a few minutes at least, maybe a couple days, and try to navigate what direction that is going towards for this thing. It's going to be different from you than it is for me and anybody else. But if you can start to do this and make small steps in that direction, you are going to be much better off for it. Again, this comes down to what is meaningful to you, but this is something that is very powerful and will help you shift your perspective, not only on what the outcome is that you want for your recovery, but the thing that you should be aiming at, the thing that you should be optimizing your life for. Of course, you're going to want to feel good in your body. You're going to want to have clear thinking, and there are certain things you can do to make that happen. I have a link down below in the description if you're interested in those types of things. But as of right now, it's a really good idea so that you start to think about exactly what it is that would make your life more exciting in a positive way. Something that is so good for you that you don't need to cope with the negative emotions that are you're either dealing with right now or you're going to be going through. I hope this is helpful. It's not something I thought about at all really in early recovery, but I know if you start to think about this now and plan your life accordingly and just make those first initial steps, it's going to get much easier for you. And yes, you're going to have a lot of doubt, fear, uncertainty, all of those things. Completely natural to have those as well. But there are other steps you can take, which I'll talk about in the future, on how you can help manage those things and overcome those things as well. I hope this was useful for you.